What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us at LED again. We got some exciting stuff for you. Actually, it's kind of sad and depressing and shows the signs of the times that we are living in. This is what our children are being raised on. We talk about often how, if it's not good for children, then it's not good for adults either. There's no age limit on sin. If it's not good for children, then be careful, little eyes, what you see. Become like children, or you will not inherit the kingdom of God. We need to become innocent like children. So we shouldn't be watching these things either. But the reason I'm talking about children is because this is actually called Netflix after school. This is what children are being attacked with. So check it out. There's a new show called Dead End Paranormal Park. Now, we talked about this a little bit on the one that Scotty did about Hollywood's obsession with possession. But I want to bring it up again because we didn't talk about something else in this. For one, this is a TV Y7 show. This is targeted towards children as young as 7 years old. 7 years old. So imagine you're a 7-year-old kid, you're coming home from school, and you turn on the TV and you watch Dead End Paranormal Park, which has his friend who's a demon, a little red demon with horns, and they call it a demon, so there's no denying what it is. It's not like they put some kind of different name on it and we're trying to call it a demon. They will tell you it's a demon. And he has a pug dog that's possessed. Yes, the pug dog is possessed, and every once in a while he'll be talking normal, and all of a sudden he'll go raw and his eyes turn green, and he's possessed. And they will tell you that in the show. This is leswatch.tv. It's a lesbian website where they analyze, representation in television. And notice it says that Barney, the main character, is not only a homosexual, because in the show he is attracted to another man, but he is a trans man, which means this is a biological girl. So this biological female is trans and is referred to as a boy, and it sounds like a boy and it looks like a boy. If you didn't know, you would think this was a boy. He's attracted to another boy, and two of the other characters in the show, it says homosexual. So a lot of the main cast are homosexual. There's a lot of them. I went through and watched on Netflix after school. It's its own channel on YouTube. It's made for kids, which means comments are turned off, showing you that this is definitely for children. Netflix after school. It's, a lot of times we cover stuff and people say, well, it wasn't made for kids. Dragon Ball wasn't made for kids, even though you can buy the backpacks and the toys and the kids' shirts at Walmart of Dragon Ball. They're definitely targeting children. But to stay on the point here, this is made for children as young as 7 years old. Listen to this clip where Barney is going to tell you that he or she is trans. Listen.
It's not the park, it's me. I'm trans, Norma, and everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows, and being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney, and I can choose if and when I tell people. I've never been happier. And that's saying something when I spent today chased by terrifying zombie mascots. Pugsley reminded me how important it is to live your life without apology.
So notice it's like a huge part of the storyline. It's not like some thing that you're just supposed to know about the character. No, there's this whole coming out moment. They built this whole story about this emotional thing about how, I can tell people if I want to. Why would you not tell? If this was completely normal and acceptable, they're telling you subtly that this is not normal. That's why I'll tell some people and I won't tell others. And then he says that the dog who's wearing this fez on his head, which is this is what the Freemasons wear and all the lodges and stuff. And he said that this pug dog told him, I can just live the way I need to be, the way I want to be. So let's look at this other clip here where you're going to see the introduction of the demon, Courtney. And Courtney is a female name, but I actually watched from behind the scenes. They said that Courtney goes by they, them. Courtney is supposed to be a non-gendered demon. So they're pushing this a lot in this show. Here's the clip.
You don't need my permission. I just wouldn't want Courtney as a roommate. We'll be the best of friends.
What is happening right now?
Okay.
Oh.
Did you just catch that? Courtney is sitting on a dryer, which is vibrating, and then when it stops, she's like, oh, why are they showing this? Why are they putting this in a children's cartoon? All right, so they're putting adult humor into a child's show. Are they going to inspire little girls to sit on a dryer? This is what's happening in this show. Now, watch this clip. That was to show you that they are slipping in adult humor into these children's cartoons. It's made for children as young as 7 years old to watch after school. Watch this clip.
Oh, these stink.
I'm getting chlorine and notes of walnut and cheese gas.
Now, you might not have caught what he said. They just dropped into a hamper of dirty laundry, and the pug dog comes up and says the things that he smells in the laundry, and he says chlorine. I'm like, why would dirty laundry, not clean, why would dirty laundry smell like chlorine? I believe this is another adult joke. I'm not even going to say what I think, but I'll show you this Google search. This is what smells like chlorine that would be in dirty laundry. Again, more adult humor slipped in for your children as young as 7 years old. So this is to show you that, look at the title, Barney Comes Out to Norma. So this scene of him coming out, it's on Netflix after school, and I wanted to show you that, notice comments are turned off. This is specifically for children, and it's on Netflix after school. This isn't some Adult Swim Cartoon Network. This is made for children. Now, look at this little screen cap. You're going to see, like, these are the types of things that Netflix after school is pushing to your children. Look at it. Says the first thumbnail says all the demons. So this whole little clip for your kids to watch is going to analyze all the demons of the show. They're not calling them monsters or ghouls or goblins. They're saying that they're demons. 200 people in here. Keep sharing, guys. We cannot do this without you. So all the demons in this next little thumbnail, it says, or it shows like someone chasing after another person with a sharp object. The next one is someone in the lotus pose meditating. The next one is Barney from this show riding a horse with his male lover. This one on the far right is from She-Ra. Did you remember She-Ra from He-Man? Yeah, she's got her own show out now too, where she's an open lesbian, and this is the romantic kiss scene. You can actually look up just the kiss. It says The Kiss is what the name of it is. So your children are watching these cartoons and they're clicking it, and what are they seeing? They're seeing animated versions of homosexuality and the occult. The next little thumbnail at the bottom left says Heartstopper. It's the name of some show, and you can see two boys looking at each other. And then you see here in the middle a demon. Then you see this one that says Dark Grim. Scaredy Cats. Scaredy Cats literally is in the category. It says witchcraft, because it's literally children witches. And then the last thumbnail there is the two boys looking at each other, and it says Nick and Charlie's relationship timeline. Like this, do you see a push? Do you see like a majority of what's being pushed on here? I'm seeing a common theme between what children's entertainment is showing, a lot of homosexuality mixed with the occult, demons and transgender and LGBT, and Gravity Falls, same thing. TVY7 was the rating. TVY7. And yet it's full of this occult imagery. And this picture right here came from this clip where a guy is going to literally do an occult ritual and summon this all-seeing eye from the demon realm. Here's the clip.
You think that combination's safe in your mind, Stanford? Well, we'll see what my new minion has to say about that. Triangulum, Entangulum, Vidiforus, Dominus transmitium! It's backwards message, backwards message, backwards message.
Is this what our children should be exposed to? I mean, don't you understand that little kids, they're acting out what they see on television. If they're watching Spider-Man, they're dressing up like Spider-Man, they're jumping off walls, and Superman, they're trying to jump off the couch like they're flying. What do you think children as young as 7 are going to be doing when they see some guy putting candles in a circle and they're reading things in reverse? That one clip where he said backwards message, I actually flipped that. It was played in reverse. It was backmasking in the show. I reversed it so I could hear what he said, and he's actually just saying backwards message. But if this all-seeing eye is supposed to be your friend that helps you out, then how many children do you think are actually going to try and do something like this? Monkey see, monkey do. They're going to put candles around and try to, hey, let's summon their little triangle friend. And then again, the same show, Gravity Falls, you have this homosexual agenda mixed in there. These 2 police officers are in love with each other. So I keep seeing this common trend of homosexuality and the occult being pushed to children. The Amazing World of Gumball, same thing. This was targeted towards as young as 7 years old. When you look at the fandom and stuff, they say that there's a lot of homosexual underlying themes. I haven't watched it, so I don't know where it's all at, but in this little screenshot you can see where he was possessed and all his friends are in a circle trying to cast the demon out of him, but they're using witchcraft to cast the demon out of him. They're doing an occult ritual.
Everybody, join me. Jealousy be gone. Jealousy be gone. Jealousy be gone.
Jealousy be gone! Jealousy be gone! Jealousy be gone!
I mean, do you see this? And then also the same show, Gumball. What do we see here? This is the teacher of the class wearing the rainbow shirt, and he's in the lotus position meditating. New Age meditation. There's nothing different about New Age and the occult. New Age is the occult. It's all the same thing. Satan has different bait for different people. If you're not into dark stuff, hey, I got the New Age, it's light and love and colors and all these things. It's the same thing. Satan's going to use different tactics to reach different people. And as you can see here, he actually has the pride flag as a sticker on his bed. Owl House, same thing. Look at the age, TVY7. This is being targeted to children as young as 7 years old. We did a whole show on this, and we talked about how the creator Dana said her pitch to Disney was girl hangs out with witch in hell. That was her pitch to Disney, and they went with it. And so they call hell the boiling isles, and they're surrounded by demons, and the little dog you can see hanging on the back of the broomstick is known as the king of demons, and she's trying to learn how to be a witch just like this gray-haired lady who is a witch. And in there we see again the main character is bisexual. I've never seen her with a boy, but they say she's bisexual, and here she is with her girlfriend. Why are we seeing this hand in hand? And actually, when the fans would come against us on this Owl House thing, we got a lot of comments on our channel that just say, be gay and do witchcraft. Like that's a thing to say. I looked it up on Google. People just like to say that, be gay and do witchcraft, like it's a trendy thing. Here's a lot of examples from Disney where we see this homosexual agenda going on. We see the 2 dads, we see the cop lovers, and the 2 females. And so here is the She-Ra cartoon, the spin-off of He-Man. This is also on Netflix after school. This is targeting children as young as 7 years old. TVY7.
You love me. You're such an idiot. I love you too.
Wow. So imagine you're 7 years old, and every day when you come home from school, You watch cartoons that say demons are your friends, an all-seeing eye that you can summon, he's your friend. That you don't have to be a girl or a boy, you can be whatever you want to be. You can have if you're a girl, you can have a girlfriend. Imagine you're a little girl and you're watching this scene, and the strings of the music are pulling on your emotions and making you on the edge of your seat, and your music is powerful, movies are powerful, they have the power to shape the culture around us, and this is what our children are being raised on. The LGBTQ community is maybe 6% of the population, but a large percent of that small percent are this generation. And do we see a correlation with what they're watching? Be careful, little eyes, what you see. By beholding, you become changed. This is why they call it pop culture, because what's popular, what's in the popular media, shapes the culture around us. And so when this looks normal, because it's not stigmatized or anything, and it's being pushed more and more and more, and for such a small percentage of a community, this representation is, it looks like 30% of the population. Nickelodeon even has a new show called Prodigy. It's a Star Trek spinoff, and the main character, what do you think it is? Male, female? Hard to tell, right? That's because Pink News said that Star Trek Prodigy is introducing a new generation of kids show to the utopian values of Starfleet with a refreshingly diverse cast, including a non-binary main character. So they're not going to tell you whether it's male or female. It's just this ambiguous being that looks kind of feminine but also masculine and identifies as non-binary. We're seeing this more and more and more. So is this representation or is it indoctrination? I believe when you see something pushed like this, if this was Christianity, if all the shows I just showed you were, instead of casting a spell and summoning a demon, was actually praying to Jesus, or if instead of it being a homosexual, it was a Christian who always carried around a Bible and wore a cross, and you saw them often praying, do you think there would be some pushback for that? Do you think people would be saying, "Stop shoving your religion down my throat"? Do you think people would be accusing you of indoctrinating the world? I do believe so. But if we don't see that that's happening right now here, then that's a very biased mindset. Where's the Christian representation, the true Christian representation? I'm not talking about Ned Flanders and all these people who are being made fun of and mock God constantly and blaspheme his name and make him look like a villain. Where's the true Christianity? Where's the Christian values being pushed in the mainstream media? Look, we are living in a world that's controlled by the devil. The Bible says that the God of this world, and it's talking about Satan, has blinded the minds of the people. That's the age we're living in. Guys, it's time for us to separate from the things of this world. The Insider said that there's 259 LGBTQ characters in cartoons that bust the myth that kids can't handle inclusion. So they're saying if you think that children shouldn't be exposed to this, well, that's a myth that we have busted, because look at all the cartoons that include them. Well, yeah. Children aren't going to argue with what they're seeing on a cartoon. They just like it. They like the characters. They like the colors. They're a sponge. They're just absorbing whatever is being presented to them. But this is saying that they can't handle it. Are we to say, well, then let's just put more horror genre into children's cartoons because they can handle it? That's what we're starting to see. The Dead End said it was actually a horror genre pushed towards 7-year-olds. All these that are on screen is from the same article by Insider. All of these shows at some point have had some kind of LGBTQ representation in them. I see a lot that I'm shocked by. Dexter's Laboratory, DuckTales, My Little Pony, Arthur. We knew about the Arthur one. Adventure Time, Braceface. That was on when I was a kid. Star Wars, Clone Wars. The list continues to go down. We see Gumball on the list. So this is a lot of shows that are pushing this agenda. Look at Revelation 18:2-4. It's talking about how Babylon has fallen. This is about revelation of the last days. This is talking about right before Jesus comes back, right before judgment comes upon the world. And he tells you that these things will not inherit the kingdom of God. And it's liars, sorcerers, homosexuals, adulterers, all these things. And then listen to what it says. He cried out in a mighty voice, "Fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great. She has become a liar for demons and a haunt for every unclean spirit, every unclean bird, and every detestable beast." Babylon is a symbol of the world today. This isn't talking about Iraq, modern Babylon or whatever. Babylon is a symbol. We are called Israel in the Bible and in prophecy. We've been grafted in. There's neither Jew nor Greek. We're all one in Christ Jesus. And when it's talking about Babylon, it's talking about the fallen system that we're in. And it says that it's become the liar for demons. All the nations have drunk the wine of the passion of her immorality. So all the nations through the media are being drunk on the wine or the doctrine of demons, of immorality. The kings of the earth were immoral with her, and the merchants of the earth have grown wealthy from her extravagance of her luxury. So the merchants of the earth, think Disney, Netflix, they're getting rich off of doctrines of demons. It continues and said, "Then I heard another voice from heaven say, 'Come out of her.' This is the call to us today. Come out of Babylon, my people, so that you will not share in her sins or contract any of her plagues." God is pleading with us in these last days. He's saying, look, all around you is paganism, demons, LGBT, it's all Babylon. And the merchants are growing rich, and the people are becoming drunk on the wine of her fornication. But God is saying, please, before I come back, be ready for my coming. Come out of her, my people. He's calling his people to be ye set apart from the things of this world, to be in the world but not of the world. I believe Jesus is coming soon. These are the signs of the times. When I see this, when I see the occult and sexual immorality being pushed to young children as young as 7 years old, I know that we are in the last days and Jesus is coming soon. And my prayer is that we're all ready, that we can all put aside the things of this world, that we will cancel Netflix, that we'll stop watching Disney. This is the only way you're going to hurt this system, is to hit their wallets. And I've been thankful when I see on Facebook, I'll scroll through and I'll see like the Buzz Lightyear thing, and I see all these mad, angry emojis and people saying, I canceled Disney and all that. I'm seeing that. So I'm thankful that people are waking up and taking a stand for what's right. If this video blessed you, don't forget to like it. It's a simple and free, easy way to help this get into their algorithm. Share it, guys, and get this message out to others who might not be aware that this is happening. There are a lot of children that are indulging in this and their parents have no clue. So help parents to see this. I hope that you yourselves and your children will see a video like this and say, I do not want to put this before my eyes. 300 people in here. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next time on LED.